I did something last night that it just came organically to me. And then this morning, when I woke up and I thought about it, I realized I did it in as we were transitioning into a Leo space, Leo energy. And I thought, wow, how perfect. I reached out to my twin flame. And this is what this video is going to be about, the twin flame topic that I promised you guys I was going to talk about. Um, I reached out to my twin flame and I sent him like these things that needed to be said, right? Um, and I didn't even realize that we were going into Leo energy. Like I started writing, I started thinking, not writing, I started thinking about what I was going to send right at 11:11. And I had literally had my phone in my hand as I was going to talk. I looked up at the time and it was 11:11. So it was 11:11 at night and going into Leo energy. I mean, more aligned I could not be. So anyway, and you, if you don't know, he's a Leo as well. So that was just like perfect energy there to send what I sent. And I really love the way that it came together. I feel like I was so tapping into source and conveying what I need to convey. So like for the first time I felt like it made sense what I was saying. So this topic kind of goes hand in hand with the information that I was sending him, and that's private, so I'm not going to share it. But I do want to talk about. I know that I made an intro, and I know that. By the way, if my face is changing all these colors, it's because I'm watching a Reiki healing video on YouTube. I love doing that at night, like for meditations and for many other reasons. I watch like different kinds of healing and meditation videos, and so this is one of them. This one's just changing all the chakra colors, which I think is beautiful. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It gives me like this kaleidoscope uh, color changing thing. Anyway, so I made a twin flame video intro, and I was going to talk about how my twin flame and I met because I wanted to answer the questions of how do you know when you when that person really is your twin flame. And so by giving you my story, I feel that you can more accurately see the experience and kind of go from there in your own life. You know, I can't sit here and tell you, oh, this is how it is, this is how you know. No, I can share with you my experience, and then, you know, you take from it what resonates with you and maybe give you a better understanding of what you're going through. But right now it's really hard for me to really get into twin flame energies when my own energy is being directed in another soul direction. Like right now I'm in a soul, my soul energy is somewhere else right now. So it's really hard for me to even consider talking about the twin flame relationship. So I'm going to skip on the twin flame story perhaps in the future when my energy isn't somewhere else. I might, but for now, I'm just going to talk about one aspect of it that I don't see very often, and I need to address it, you guys. The whole runner and chaser idea. I see it so often, articles and YouTube videos and people talking about runner and chasers and what you should do, and you know, how does it feel, and and what you can do to try to bring your twin flame back, and I think those videos are really misguiding. They are, because honestly, you guys, the twin flame energy at this point in time, and I've said this before, or maybe I said it in the piece of video that I made that I'm probably not going to post at this time. The twin flame energy at this time is in kind of a turmoil. We're in kind of a evolutionary process right now. We're coming together as twin flames, and it's beautiful to see that twin flame has become uh, not a household name necessarily, but it's more abundant. The information is abundant, and people understand it more. You know, whereas soulmates used to be the thing, twin flames now are understood by a lot of people. And so, what we need to understand, though, that is in this time and place in life, in our society, in our cultures, in our just our everyday, we are not in a place where all these twin flames that are coming to union are staying in union, because we are in a chrysalis. We're a caterpillar in a chrysalis, and we are growing. We're experiencing growing pains. We're experiencing turmoil. We're experiencing awakening process. We're experiencing ascending. And so, yeah, when you come into your twin flame, so much of that opens up for you. But it doesn't mean that it's going to, your twin flame relationship is going to be at its final process at this point in life, with everybody awakening and going through their own changes, and it's painful. And so at this point, the twin flame relationship is painful as well. It's at the point where we need to grow and retain lessons and see the things that we don't want to see in ourselves and clear that stuff so we can ascend. So this whole idea that there's a runner and a chaser, and you need to figure out, you're in this constant mourning period state because you're trying to attract your runner, and we need to let go of all of that muck. We do. This is what we signed up for, you guys. For all of you who have a twin flame, and for those who don't but are seeking your twin flame, you need to understand this. This is what we signed up for. Our twin flames coming into our lives is such a blessing. It's such a beautiful thing, but it's also so difficult. It is also some of the hardest things that you'll experience, because they're a mirror. They're a mirror of all the things you don't want to see and you need to face. And quite honestly, when was the last time that we voluntarily took a look at ourselves and went, okay, this is super fucking uncomfortable, but I'm going to work on it right now, starting right now. I could be playing a video game or going out for a jog or hanging out with my friends, but no, I'm going to skip all of that and work on these major issues that I have. That doesn't happen. We work on major issues once we're forced to look at them, once we got slapped in the face a few times and with the truth of shit, and now we have to deal with them. Okay, so guess what? Your twin flame situation is going to be that for you. So if you're calling your twin flame, you need to be prepared for the fact that it's going to be beautiful. Like any relationship at the beginning has that honeymoon stage. It's going to be lovely like that. But you're going to start seeing things in your twin flame that really resonate or irk you because they're within you. And then it's like this whole infinite mirror thing. They're within you, within him or her, within you, and it's just bouncing back and forth, and it's very difficult to navigate that situation. Not saying that it's not possible, of course it is. There are twin flames at this point in time that stay together, but like I've mentioned before, why is everybody dinging right now? Like I mentioned before, it's more of a drop it's a drop in the ocean at this point. There will come a time when our society and the way it's run and stuff is in more a harmonious state, and we are ascending, that these twin flame couples will come together. The feminine and the masculine energies, yin yang, finally balancing to a point where we do come together and eventually, complete our mission here on Earth. But we're not done. we're far from it. So, well, maybe not far from it. You know, in terms of human life, we might say far from it, but in terms of galactic life, it's not that far. So with that being said, the whole runner and chaser, you need to understand something. That is operating an ego. That whole idea that you're a chaser, that whole idea that he's a runner or she's a runner, this is meant to happen. It's the process that's meant to happen. You agreed with your soul when you were being a badass cosmic being up in wherever you come from. You agreed. You looking down at Earth going, I got this. I can do this. But you're going to send me down there, erase my memory of all the beautiful and galactic being that I am, and give me absolutely no tools and just put me in a situation from the beginning that's probably going to be traumatic, because I'm going to need those hard lessons to grow this within me. I got it. I can do this with my hands tied behind my back. So you were up there. I'm saying up there like it's like heaven or something. So you were in at some point some badass being somewhere going like, yeah, cockiness. I got it. I got this. But once you came down to Earth and your mind was wiped from all your galactic knowledge and privilege, and you became this fleshy, squishy, 3D, imperfect, egotistical, insecure, clumsy being who has little pores everywhere, and your skin breathes and you expel things. Once all of that became a reality for you and you are no longer infinite, but you can just, you die at any given moment. Now I got real. Now I got serious. So what we need to understand is that the whole idea of chasing after your twin flame is not productive. The stages that you've gone through with your twin flame, the process that has happened, is meant to. It's something that you've already decided before you came here that you were going to do. It's part of the process. And for anyone out there who's going through that heartbreak of wanting your twin flame back into your life, I get you. I get you. I understand you. My twin flame and I, we had 2 rounds, round 1, round 2, of reconnecting because we were still seeking each other, and so it happens. It's natural. It's natural part of the twin flame energy to even to this day, where at a distance, and it's just we keep a boundary of certain, a certain way, because it's tapping into that energy is a little dangerous. It really is if you allow it. It's like, I don't want to go there kind of thing. So we keep a boundary, a safe boundary now. But I mean, yeah, I understand you. You want to experience what you've experienced if you're not with your twin flame, and it's I can't convince you. I can't tell you. I know how you feel, however. I know where you're coming from. I know the pain. I understand it. I know that connection is so fucking strong that it's so hard to eradicate from your soul. And you're not trying to eradicate it. That will always be a part of your soul. But you are trying to clear it so that you can move on. And that is what you need to do. You need to, and here I'm going to say it, so don't freak out about it. You need to let your twin flame go. It was never part of the process for you to retain that and choose to chase that other person. It's not. Because when you're doing that, you're not fulfilling your own mission, that your side of things that you came here to do. You're not allowing yourself to grow. You're not allowing yourself to create the experiences in your life that are further going to propel you in ascension. So don't stifle yourself. And I understand. Had someone said this to me a few years back when I wasn't ready to hear that, I would be maybe even offended. Like, how dare she say that I need to let my twin flame go? It goes against every principle of union with your twin flame. It does, right? But this is not the time. If it were the time for twin flames to be in union, guess what? More twin flames would be in union at this time. Your twin flame would be in union with you. My twin flame would be in union with me. Because it is. It is what it is. It is that it is. So right now what it is a time for personal growth in these 3D bodies, personal growth, experiences, mistakes, and learning from those mistakes. And my oracle friend gave me the best advice, or maybe not advice, but it was the best wisdom, that there is no rush in connecting. If you get out of ego and see it from a soul perspective, there is no rush in connecting these 3D bodies in this lifetime with your twin flame, because the soul is infinite. And so we know that on a soul level. And so we will reunite with our soul. We will at some point in our cosmic life. And so there, in this little 3D reality that we exist in, there's no rush for it. And the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is work on releasing that connection with love. Release it with love. Work on self. Work on your journey, your spiritual journey. Don't give up on it, because that's what you're here to do. That's what you're here to do. And because you have encountered your twin flame, you both are activated. And you both have this amazing power to propel you forward in your spiritual journey. And you will meet people in your life that you will touch because of the energy that you have, the knowledge, the wisdom that you have to impart by simply having come into union with your twin flame and going through that process. But if you keep with your soul mission and not your ego, fears, and pain. So remember to, whenever you start falling into that, oh, I miss my twin flame, or I want my twin flame back, think about it. Think about where you're coming from. You're not coming from soul. Your soul has a mission individually. You're not here to chase. That's not balance. You're not chasing. You're just like a dog chasing its own tail. Okay? You need to let go of that premise and flow and let it go. Release it with love. Release that person with love and wish them the best. And that creates the harmony necessary for the two of you to complete your mission this lifetime. Okay, so that was something I definitely wanted to share with you guys, because I see it everywhere, and we need to make sure that we're providing the appropriate information as twin flames, and not misleading, and not stuck in this ego of suffering, or ego and pain, ego and fear. No, we are love. We are eternal love. We can dig into that a little bit if we're having trouble with it. Meditate and tap into your heart chakra. Tap into sacred divine energy and know that we are love. And know that when you surrender yourself to the universe and say, you know what? Yes, you're absolutely right. We have to continue our mission. When you do that, you're going to attract other beautiful soul relationships into your life, other soul people into your life. Some will be friendships, some will be romantic, and you're going to feel so fulfilled because yeah, as beautiful as your twin flame energy is, it is a lot of turmoil. It is a lot of it's work right now. It's mission based. That but if you're seeking like a romantic love, if you're seeking like that fairy tale, if you're seeking that soul connection that is just nurturing your soul, then those people are out there as well. But it's up to you to put in the soul work to attract that. Your twin flame might not be the person that can provide that at this time. So I know this is a lot to take in and it goes against so much that is out there, but yeah, you guys, I know that you'll resonate with it if you really step outside of your comfort zone and see that we're all here on a mission. And more power to you if you've discovered it already. More power to you if you have found your twin flame. You guys have gone in different directions, which a lot of them have, and you continue on your mission. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Hang in there, guys. This process is difficult, but we are on a spiritual level in union always. Okay, so don't fret it. This 3D reality is just an illusion. We are whole and complete. So continue in your life, and it's going to reward you with what you came here to do. All right, guys, that's all I had to say about the twin flame topic here, and have a good night. Peace.